So Elon just tweeted today that Tesla will start advertising at a larger scale as they continue to figure out what works best. So in this video, I'm going to explain why I think Tesla is choosing to advertise, what ads I would like to see in the future, and what ads Tesla is already running. So let's get into it. So James Stevenson created this Venn diagram for us to show when Teslas are purchased. And it happens when there's an eclipse of these three bubbles. They desire the product, they can afford the product, and they know that they can afford the product. You can see the convergence right here. That's like the 2 million vehicle sales that we are already at. There's 2 million people per year inside that little bubble who are buying a Tesla. Up here, these are people that desire the product, but they can't afford it and they don't know that it's affordable. And then people in this are aware of how affordable it is, but they don't desire the product and they can't afford it. Over here, you have people who can afford the product, but they don't know they can afford a product, and they also don't desire the product. So the way that Elon wants to grow this bubble right here is by growing this yellow bubble, the product desirability, and growing the affordability bubble. And as has happened to date, this red bubble actually grows as a result of these bubbles growing because of word of mouth. But what a lot of people have been advocating this year, including guys like Gary Blatt and Matt Smith, is that we should advertise to get this red bubble on par with this yellow bubble and with this blue bubble. And I think the reason for that is because I think of these three bubbles as a team. And you can only do as good as your weakest team member. And that's because if sales are made when all three bubbles converge, then you can only make as many sales as your smallest bubble. And you might respond, well, Elon's an engineering focused CEO. So if he just grows the yellow and the blue bubble, then the red bubble is going to continue to follow suit. But guys, Elon just tweeted today that they're going to ramp advertising. So it's time to start thinking about the most fun ways to advertise. So Sawyer Merritt asks, where do you think Tesla should advertise at a larger scale? And so I had a coffee and I thought about it, and I thought it'd be really cool if we sent up a SpaceX rocket with a huge Tesla logo inside that has boosters on it to kind of keep it upright in space. And you position this massive Tesla logo between the sun and the moon during a full moon, so that this huge Tesla logo casts a massive shadow on the face of the moon for the entire Earth to see. That would be the coolest advertisement ever, no? But if you want to be more realistic, let me know in the comments where you think Tesla should advertise and what for the best return on investment. But if you do want ideas that are a little more attainable, I think if Tesla approached their advertising from an educational perspective, talking about EV charging convenience and range, talking about autonomy and how they have the safest cars in the world, talk about their brand loyalty, and I think talking even about the world's transition to sustainable energy, then you can really get some compelling and high return on investments in your television ads. But Tesla is already advertising, and this morning we saw a nice Google search ad saying, discover Tesla affordability, no annual maintenance required. I like it. It's sleek. It delivers a message. I'd be very curious to see their return on investment on this. And right below it says Model 3 starts at $27,000. I mean, imagine if you were just on Google and you had no idea that the Model 3 was that cheap. You'd probably think this is like some kind of black magic, some kind of fake ad. Most people still think that Teslas are $100,000. And it's good that Tesla is doing small ads like this to start, because what they are getting is data. They have about 300 active ads on Google right now, and they're experimenting with different messages. And so what they're going to find out is which messaging works the best, and they can transpose that data into their larger campaigns in the future, like perhaps their online TV ads. Tesla is also gathering data from the ads that they have running in magazines and in airports at the moment. As they take this data and they apply it to their television ads, I mean, the Cyber Rodeo was like the coolest event I've ever watched live. The music, the lighting, like everyone's dressed in black and you're so excited about the future. It was thrilling. I was just like glued to my screen when I was watching it. And so whatever ad they come up with for TV, it's going to go through Elon. He is going to approve it. And so I don't think he's going to let anything made that is lame. Elon has always been an engineering product-focused CEO. Like even at Twitter, he's transitioning the business away from earning advertising revenue into earning product-based revenue on subscriptions. But I think because they have all that access at Twitter to the data, to the large campaigns being ran by other companies, and he can see the return on investment that those companies are getting on their campaigns, he's probably going, I wonder what Tesla could get on ads like these. And so I think the Twitter acquisition continues to provide these kind of underlying advantages for Tesla's business because Elon is gaining marketing knowledge through Twitter. It's getting a language database for Optimus. He's got security now on his 160 million followers, and he's not going to get shadow banned. Since Elon is a product focused CEO, what if you just approach marketing like it's a product? How can we make the coolest advertisement of all time? And what if he just met with the marketing team, let's say, once a week, the same way that he met with the design team every Friday, as we saw in the biography? Every Friday, he met with Franz and all of them to go over what improvements they had made that week. So what if every week he just spent only 1 hour meeting with the marketing team talking about what video ideas they were coming up with? And so you could get closer and closer, and it's just 1 hour a week of guiding them towards his vision. I don't think that's too big of a sacrifice for the potential impact it could have in increasing the size of the red bubble. I know I have voiced my support of the price cuts, and I still support them. I think that you have to make EVs affordable. But now that Elon tweeted today that they are ramping up advertising, it's time to accept that Tesla is going to advertise, and it's now fun to think about how they might do it. Also, I just posted a screenplay that I wrote in my members community based on Elon Musk's entrepreneurial ambitions. One of his former Tesla employees takes control of a robo-taxi remotely, and Elon is quick to respond. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that out, and I hope you have a good day, everyone.